Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Oztron, and today we are going to do a bit of a tutorial on hypertube cannons. I've recently learned how to build a couple of variations of these things, and they've been like super helpful for getting around the map and covering long distances and just doing a bit of reconnaissance of the area to figure out where certain things are, and figure out, show you guys how to make some and some alternate configurations that you can use to help, get around the map pretty efficiently. So let's go over here and take a look at the kind of first generation of hypertube cannons that most people kind of commonly make. And so where's a good place to do this? So I have one right there. I'll show you guys that one here in a minute. And I have them set up in this blueprint. I've been building everything on this blueprint system here. So let me load up one in this area right here. So I call this one the slingshot, and let's put it up. All right, let's get it lined up. Build that one right here. And so this is your kind of default hypertube cannon setup. And so basically we have these little hypertubes entrances, and there are a series of these. So you basically, set up a entrance, and then you do a short piece of pipe, and then you do another entrance, and you kind of do another short piece of pipe, and you do this over and over as many times as you would like. But the kind of rule of thumb is anywhere between like I guess maybe 5, 6, 7 to 15 of them, I guess. I think the idea is you want to end on an odd number, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the sixth one is the tube that launches you out. So you'd set up 5 of these, and then you would have a tube that launches you out. So if you want to go like completely across the map, you would make basically 15 of these, and then have one tube that launches you up into the air and shoots you out to the direction you want to go and get you, to a certain distance. You can kind of regulate where, I guess you can regulate the distance a bit by entering in on certain segments of this. So you can go at the far end, and that will take you all the way the maximum distance, or you can go, to the very end. If I go here, it just kind of pops me out like that. See, so we didn't really go very far at all. But if we go into the end here, it'll launch us over this way, and we will end up over here at our base, like right there. And so I can kind of use my jetpack to slow down a little bit and get us to land over here. So that is like your typical setup, and I'll show you how to make these here in a second. Oh gosh, I fell down a little further than I thought. But the other version that I have is this one right here, which only uses 3 of those segments. They're spaced apart a little bit, and they kind of use like a little bit of a ricochet glitch in the sorts, I guess. I don't really know what to call it, but you kind of bounce back and forth a little bit, and then you build up like super momentum, and it will launch you up a lot higher than the other setup. So, and also it takes a lot less resources. It's a little more efficient to make, and you can make several of them without having to carry so many resources around with you. So I'll go into this one. Can you give you guys a kind of a preview of what this one will do? And you'll notice that we'll go a lot higher up into the air. Matter of fact, I can pretty much get to the space station if I wanted to. It just kind of depends, but that one is kind of toned down a little bit, but the other ones here that I'll show you, we can do a lot more with them. But you'll notice that one sent me a lot higher, and if I wanted to, I could have kept on going, but I kind of put the air brakes on in a sense and stopped right over the base. So that is one thing that you can do, is you can actually kind of control where you go. But kind of like this one, that one right here, the maximum distance was pretty much at that rock over there. And then this max distance, even though it's shorter pieces, will get us a lot further. So if we do an example here, see, we were way up, way higher. I mean, I could go way over there into the ocean if I wanted to. I don't know if that's a place we can go over there, but I haven't really tried to go that far. But there does look like there's something over there, so maybe I should try that. And this is my power plant over here that I've been kind of working on in my quartz mine. So we can put on the brakes here. And as you see, I have these placed all around the area. So now we're like way over here on the map, you know? And this is just a really good way to get around quickly, and also to do a bit of exploring, because while you're up in the air like this, you can really get a good idea of what's around, and you can kind of scope out the area. Like I was able to see that there was a collectible rune or whatever you want to call it on this rock, and so I was able to grab it and collect the item here. So that's a nice thing about this. And also, like, see all these high rocks over there? This will allow you to do the same thing as like explore the area, and I'll show you another trick with that here in a bit. But let's go look at how to build these things first, and then I'll show you some little tricks on exploring. Oh, what in the world? Why is my trying to do the little slide jump thing and it wasn't working? So, all right, and yeah, all right, let's go find a spot to build this thing, and I'll show you guys how to make this sucker. So we'll do it over here by my train setup. That I'm going to have to redo this whole track system, and let's just do a quick setup and go to your Hypertube section here, wherever it's at. Oh, transportation. And basically you're going to start off with one of these guys right here. And I like to kind of like start right about in this spot, like on one of these little spots right here. And then you put one down there, and then you can go basically switch over to the Hypertube, and you'll clip one in. It'll get all funky like this. So just hit your R key to kind of calm it down, and kind of rotate with your mouse wheel to straighten it up, and then bring it in line, and then push it all the way back and connect it like that. See? And then that's the first stage. So you'll basically do that again. You'll do another one about, let's see, 1, 2, 3 spots here. And oh wait, actually, let's see. Let's do, I forgot one thing. So since I'm gonna, I guess we can, yeah. So I'll show you how to make the standard version. So the standard version only has really like one gap. So you can do it like this, and then you basically make a tube like this, and then get it in like that. Oh, what in the world? Let's get the right tube. We'll go forward. Oh, geez, I'm messing it up. There we go. Forward, and then get to your tube and get it in line like that. Put that there. Do kind of copy it over. I'm middle clicking on this guy right there, and that's selecting it. So if you're wondering how I'm grabbing it, that's how I'm doing that. And then you can grab this one right here and basically do the same thing. So we'll just do like 3 of them for this right there. Click it in like that, and there you go. So this is just using 3 tubes. Then we'll select the, where is it? The Hypertube support thing. Whoop, what the heck? Where am I? The entrance, I meant. And you want to put the entrance where, see the little arrows? You want to make sure that the arrows are all facing the same direction. So if you're going to go that way, then you want your arrows to go that way. So you'll put one on this first deal right there, and then you're going to go to the next segment and put one on the first entrance there. Make an entrance there, an entrance there, and then we'll come over here and make another tube. We're going to do this one a little bit further back. So I usually go like 3 to 4 little steps back. So like basically, 1, 2, 3 right there. And then, oh, actually, I meant to do this. Copy this one and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can do it 3 or 4, it doesn't really matter. And then you can put a tube in like this, and you'll go 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Put this item down right there, and then you're going to not finish it right now. You're going to actually move up and suspend it up in the air. So you may have to like hit the R key to kind of settle it down and rotate it right. Okay, there we go. So it's doing some weird stuff. Why is it doing that? Okay, let's try this again. It's acting weird for some reason. So I don't know, sometimes it's a little glitchy, but let's add this on just to make sure it's going in the right direction. I don't know why it was like looping. It shouldn't loop around to the back when you had this on. So if you put this on, it should make it, you know, force it in the direction. But these little noodly, you know, tubes get kind of squirrely anyway. So you have to kind of rotate them around, and then you can kind of place it. There we go. And then once you click it, and then you start to raise it up a little bit, and then give it a little bit of an angle. You could go like that. That'll shoot you up a lot higher in the air. You can go like that. You can go, you know, like this distance right there. And then you can just come in and delete this item right there and just end up with this tube like that. And then you can put in a little power pole right here. We'll do a little arc 2 pole and add some power to these guys. So make sure you get them all powered up. And there's cleaner ways to do this. Let's see, where can I snap this to? Right over. Where's me a power pole? Oh, I can't do that one. There we go. Oh, it's too far. Let's just put a pole there and right there. Okay. So this should be functioning. So this is a smaller setup, but you can kind of get an idea of how that's done. And then if you walk in front of it, it will and it'll get you pretty far. Now I'm putting the brakes on just so I don't go all the way over there. And let's go. Oh, gotta go watch out for that train. The train's gonna run me over. So this one will get you pretty far. Let's go ahead and just see a distance on it just to see what, you know, these 3 will do right here. And then, yeah, so we have 3 tubes, and then we'll compare it to those 3. Actually, we have 4 on this one. I didn't realize. So we have these 3 right there, and then we have a 4th one on the end. So we'll just go in. I'll let it shoot us as far as it goes. Oh, had to hit the thing so we didn't die. All right, so now let's go back. So it's about as far as we went to this cliff area right there. And let's see how far the next version will get us. And I'll show you the big difference here. All right, made it back. A bit of a walk from over there, but as you guys saw, this Hypertube cannon basically shot us over to that cliff that is kind of foggy now. You can't really see it, but right to that cliff right there. So we just kind of went to the face of that. And so let's build the second Turbo Hyperboost Mark III setup. And let's go ahead and just do it right here. So we're going to start with the same supports. We're going to do a similar setup. Plop one of those down right there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go 5 steps forward. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then instead of putting it here, you're going to come out or come over 1 little step. So right, you know, you're going to do a step like that. See how I'm stepping over? So you're going to put that one right there. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go back in line with the first one now. And you're going to do the same thing. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And stick that one right there. And then come over here and we're going to put a Hypertube on this side. And line it up. Use your mouse wheel to kind of get it to kind of turn around a little bit. And then you'll snap it right there. You'll do the same thing with this one and turn it with your mouse wheel, get it lined up. There you go, like that. And then this one will be a little weird, so don't put the tube on this last one just yet, because for some reason when you try to put it onto this one, it just gets weird sometimes. Well, I guess well, it's not doing it now, but Okay, we'll just go with it since it's working. So basically for here, you'll do the same thing. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slap that down. Now you'll go up 1 like this, and then tilt it backwards using the mouse wheel, and then hit R. Yeah, see, it's doing it. Okay, so just ignore what I said. It's not working. So basically what you'll want to do is you'll want to come and put an entrance on. So don't worry about putting that last tube on just yet. So come over here and select your Hypertube entrances. You're going to want to put it on the first tube. Make sure that it's pointing in the right direction, which would be to our left. Stick one there. Do the same thing here, and then do the same thing here. And make sure those arrows are going all in the same direction. Now you can actually come over here and put this Hypertube. I don't know why it gets like that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but once you put on the entrance, it's like it's not confused anymore and knows which direction it's going. So basically do the same thing, kind of rotate it around, and what you'll do is you'll come out 1, 2, 3, 4, and snap it once, and then raise it up one little click. Oops. Hit the R key if it starts getting weird, and that will help settle the tube down. Change it to the auto tube. Hit R again when it looks like that, and it should get smooth like that. And put it into place, then hit your delete key and remove it. There you go. Now you don't have to remove it, but I just remove it. It's just a little cleaner. And so now you can see it's the same angle as this one over here, same setup, you know, pretty much. The only difference is we're using basically 3 entrances instead of 4 over here, or 5 or 10 or however many you want to add to this line. And the other difference is this one is offset. So you can see when you look through these tubes, it runs into this tube right here. And what happens is you're going to bounce off this, and you'll go back through to the front. You'll re-enter here, you'll bounce again, you'll go back, you'll just keep bouncing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until you get so fast that you clip through this one, and then you get one more boost shooting through that tube. So let's go ahead and test this out, and let's put a power pole in right here, put a little Mark II pole, and do that. Add that there. Let's get power to it. So we'll put some power to that one, power to that one, and power to that one. And then connect it to that pole for some actual juice from the grid. And so now we have it functioning. So you guys can see it doing its thing right there. And as you can see, this one is straight in a line. So you shoot right through. It's all like that. And then this one, you have this middle kind of cattywampus version right here. And this kind of causes like little Hypertube glitch, basically. So as you guys saw, we went to the cliff over there. And with this one, we're going to enter, and then we'll see how far this one shoots us. So here we go. So see there, we stopped right there, and then we made it all the way, over here. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Oh, about to end up in the ocean. Oh no. Okay, we are ending up in the ocean. Let's see if we have enough backpack juice to get back. And there we go. Oh, those are some bad dudes. We'll switch over to... Oh, no. Get away. Okay. So let's run over here. Luckily, I have another tube network right over here. But you guys kind of saw that, like, that was a lot further with less tubes and everything. So here's the same setup. Now, the difference with this one is I have a bit of a higher angle on this one, so you can see it kind of shoots more upwards. And I like this setup because it allows us to kind of go up in the air more and actually explore the area. The other one is faster. If you have it at a less of an angle, it will shoot you more directly across the map. But I kind of like, you know, it's fast. You don't really get a chance to look at anything, you know. So this one shoots us up high, and then you can actually use the parachute if you wanted to kind of glide around. But I like just using that one, so we'll see the difference here. This is going to shoot us up really high up in the air like that. So see, we can look around. We're up in the clouds now, and you know, we're able to actually cover a little bit more distance because we're not going to run into any cliffs or anything. It's going to get us over everything. So let's go back over here. And I have these spread all out around my base so that we can kind of get around fairly easy. So yeah, so that's basically how you set up the Hypertube cannon, system. And this is your typical setup, real easy to do. And this one's fairly easy too. You just need to offset this one. And you can actually do more, where you can go one more and put one here and then make another offset cannon and then another or exit area. And it sometimes, will get you really super far across the map, like kind of crazy, and will send you all the way to the very end. Like, that's kind of what happened here. Is I actually shot super fast all the way over. You can kind of see this little area. I don't know, just went really crazy over there, and then it was kind of almost too glitchy, like I was going too fast. So I think this is really the best setup. It pretty much gets you, all the way across the map, but it's really about halfway, and then you kind of glide the rest, whether you got the jetpack like I have right here, or you use the parachute. So let me show you a couple other ideas with this. So like I said, I have these kind of spread out in certain important areas, and I have one that goes over to my coal generation over there. So this area is the coal generation, and then this area is my fuel, petroleum producing energy setup. So I don't know exactly what to call it, but let me show you another setup here that I've done. Also, another little trick here, as the same thing with this, you can pretty much go in a midpoint right here, and it will shoot you, kind of a shorter distance. You can do the same thing right here as well. It's going to not be as short of a distance, but you can go in, because you get, propelled. It will take you a little bit shorter if you wanted, but it's just up to you how you want to use that. But let's go back over here. I'm going to do the same and go in the middle. All right, and there we go. So you notice I'm not quite as high as I was before. Still pretty high though. But usually you can actually land on top of the station if you wanted to. All right, so let's go over here. And I don't know what happened to my train. It's my train. I haven't seen it come in a while. I think I'm totally stocked up on my quartz. And so I think it's just waiting around because it's totally kind of overflowing with quartz right now. Okay, so over here I have a whole super junction, what's your function kind of system. So this is a crazy setup, but basically this will get you anywhere you want to go on the map. So we have one that sends us that way, one that sends us over there, one that sends us directly east, and then one that sends us like southeast, and then we have one that sends us directly south. I guess that's south, right? Yeah, south, and that's west, that's north. So that's kind of how, since I'm at the very edge of the map, this works out pretty good because I don't really need to go this way. But if you were starting off in the center of the map or something, then you would just continue this around and duplicate this all the way around like this. And that will get you pretty much anywhere you wanted to go if you're in the center of the map area. But this way, it gets me pretty much anywhere I want to go since I'm on the west side of the map. And then also another thing, if you have the blueprinter, it's a good idea to lay it out on the blueprint and make you a nice little blueprint for the setup, and then you can just pop them down like that and just put them however you want. See, you can just place them all over the place, and you'll be good to go. So let me delete all this. There we go. Delete. Did too much. All right, and get rid of that. Let's see. Delete. Okay. All right. Just delete that one. And then get rid of all of it. I'm using the multi-select function, which works really good, but sometimes you have to be careful that you don't accidentally delete something off in the distance. which I've done a few times now. All right, get our resources back from all that craziness. But you get the idea. Let's see, is there one right there? Yeah, there we go. All right, now what we can do is we can use this tube to go look at our petroleum plant, and we'll just pop this in and go right into this one. And we can see right there, you know, there's a wreck over there. We can look far off into the distance, and here's our petroleum plant and our oil reserves and stuff. Basically just kind of coming down over here. And you can see all kinds of stuff. There's a wreck over there that we need to go check out. Why don't we do that real quick? We'll just go turbo over there. Oh, there's a bad dude right there. That's probably not good. Probably have to get power to this guy. Oof. Yeah, we got him. Anybody else? Oh, there's somebody else firing. Oh, god damn. Okay, there's two of them. Alright. Oh. Okay. Oh, am I too full? I can't even pick it up. Enough room in my inventory. Can I even get the hard drive out of this thing? If I can. What can I get rid of? Is there something I can eat? There isn't. Okay. Oh, there's another one. Wow, there's three of those guys over here. Let's just do this real quick. I want the hard drive. I have not. Where is my storage stuff? There we go. Get rid of all this stuff. Okay, there it is. Storage container. Put that down right there. And what do I have in here that I can put into? Oh, I don't need the fuel. So we can get rid of that. We can get rid of the copper ore. I'm not even sure how I picked that up. And then we'll grab the hard drive out of here. There we go. There's other resources laying around, but I don't really need any of that stuff, so I'm not going to worry about it. Ooh, that's a computer though. 10 of them. I'll take that. So, yeah. All right. Let's go back over here. This is my petroleum plant, and I think we're producing like 2,000 megawatts or so of power. We are producing, no, 2,900 megawatts, and our max connection is 2,800, and we're consuming 13. So we're, you know, in a decent place right now. Have the petroleum plant going over here. So now let's turbo back over to the other thing. All right, and we'll just go over here. There we go. Flying right over there. There's a nice little thing. I could stop off at that wreck right there for the hard drive. But you can see this puts us right back at our base, and we don't really overshoot it too much. So that's good. And then we can come and do this. So we'll land. Actually, I'm going to land over by the MAM thing. All right, and because I have a hard drive, I already scanned a hard drive. Let's look at this hard drive and see what we get. From this, we have alternative steel plate. I probably want to rescan that or something. I don't know if those are worth it. I'm going to go ahead and rescan. Oh, okay, what do we get here? Let's see, we have alternative encased industrial pipe, uses that and that. And that might be pretty good. 4 per minute. This is 5 per minute of the rotors. I guess I'll grab, so I can't really rescan it again, so we'll just go ahead and select that one. Let's plop in the other hard drive that we just picked up, and then that one will scan, take a few minutes. All right, so now let's do one more exploration thing, and I'll show you guys how I've been kind of exploring some areas. So we'll go back over to my super junction. So I built this because I want to get rid of all the other ones that I have around the base and then have one central location that will pretty much get me wherever we need to go. So I've kind of like colored the panels over here and made it look, you know, kind of cool. but I want to go that way. I haven't explored, so you guys can see right here. I've explored all the way over here a little bit. I went all the way over there, put a little question mark right there, and then I haven't really explored over in this area. So I figured we'll go over here and see what kind of things we can discover. So that's going to be this tube right there. It's going to shoot us that direction. But before we go, I want to add the parachute instead of my booster pack. And then that way we'll be able to fly like that and kind of fly around and kind of get an overview of the area. So let's go ahead and make sure I have enough resources. I really wish, I'm not sure if this game has batteries, but man, it'd be great to have a battery and we can carry the system around, plop down a battery, you know, and then even if it didn't last very long, just enough to get us a shot back so we didn't have to walk all the way back. But with this one, we're going to walk. So let's go and try it out and see what we can discover. Oh, crap. Went in the wrong tube. Yeah, that's the only trick with this one is you really have to kind of watch out which tube you get close to, because you can accidentally walk into the wrong tube. So let's run back to the base real quick. Okay, let's try that again. So you want to be careful when going into these. I could probably put more space in between them, but I kind of like how compact it is. You got to be a little careful. There we go. And then we'll deploy the parachute. There we go. And then this will allow us to cruise around. We can just kind of look around. Let's put that up right now. And we see like there's a little red forest over here. There's some kind of crazy thing right there. I don't know exactly what that is. I see another thing right there. So you can come over here, hit your map, and then basically come over here and put like, use a little crash sign, throw like a little crash symbol right there, and come back out of your map. And we've marked that location now. So now there's another crash site on top of that rock. So again, we can zoom in, there's that rock, and put a little crash site right there, and then come back out on the map. And now I've kind of marked those on the map. There's a slug right there, so if we wanted to, we probably could, ooh, those are some dudes, probably land right on the slug. I don't want to go too far because I have to actually walk back. So we'll go ahead and grab this slug. Oh no! Oh god! Okay, mayday, emergency. Let's grab this. Okay, shoot. Oh, I didn't mean to shoot that. Okay, so those guys are no joke. I have not seen that dude. Oh no! Alright, let's go ahead and go back to our rocket booster thing. Oh boy. Alright, let's climb up here. I can get away from those dudes. Holy cow. Can I get up to that crash site? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have enough juice to make it up there. Oh, I do. Wow. Alright. Oh, what's that sound? What is that? Not enough space. That's a motor. Okay. That's I've not seen that before. Oh, here's some more stuff right there. 31 of those. Man, I probably should make another chest right here. Let's see if we can. Here is my organization. We'll pop down a box right there. I'll come back and get all this later. But what can we put in there at the moment? Got the slug. We can put, I have tons of concrete, so I guess I'll throw the concrete in there. We'll grab one concrete just in case. I'm gonna grab the engines. Wow, all right. Silica, quick wire. I have tons of quick wire, tons of silica. I don't have any of those though. And can I open it? Oh yes, I can. Nice. I don't have space for it. Crap, we'll have to put something else up. So let's do the rods, and then we'll grab the hard drive. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh, excuse me. All right, so you guys get the idea. This is about as far as I could go there, but as you can see, I could have gone further with the parachute and just glided this way, but I didn't want to have to walk back. So until we can upgrade my backpack or whatever, I'm kind of looking for the next version of that. Then I'll go further that way, because I think there's another vehicle we can also get. So let's see, is there anything else in here we can get over here? Sticks. I don't see anything else. All right, well, let me head back. I'll see you guys back at the base. So give me a minute. All right, guys, finally made it back to the main base here, and that was quite a walk. But I did find another hard drive, so that was good. And I'll need to go check out my other ones. But anyway, just wanted to show you guys a interesting few ways to utilize and use the Hypertube cannons. And I haven't really seen too many videos where they really kind of go in depth about the cannons, besides just the basic functions of them. And this new little glitchy way of using them is way more efficient. And so I just wanted to kind of give you guys a good overview of that setup and how to use these to get around the map. And you guys, you know, do what you want with these, and make sure you tag me in some videos or leave a comment on how you think these could be used to go further or explore other areas or use in different ways. Would be interested to see what your thoughts are on all this. So anyway, with that, I'm going to end the video here. I really appreciate it. Would love it if you guys would give the video a good like. That really helps out my channel a ton. Make sure you subscribe as well to see more content about this game and some of the other games I'm playing. And with that, I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot.